difference here. In the old days, there was an overall outline. This one's more like a relay race where the first guy runs the race and hands the torch off. And then, the same with Ryan. Whoever, or JJ now is that's going to take Ryan's story and figure it all out. So it's interesting. The new trilogy will be different because Ryan will have an overall outline for all three films. Well, I don't think it was just me that was surprised. Every character, Rey separated from Finn, and they were so inseparable in the first one. All the characters face challenges that they didn't expect. But that makes for great drama. Without conflict, there's not drama. And, I don't like being pushed out of my comfort zone. I thought, well, Harrison didn't get pushed out of his comfort zone. He's flying spaceships, making wisecracks, and being cynical. Why am I so different? But it's really important for the story. And I came to realize, first of all, it's not my story anymore. We really have to tell the story of the new protagonist. So, eventually you have to trust Ryan because he's the director and he wrote it. And I have such a bond with him. I thought, I don't think this is right for me, but I'm going to do the best I can to realize your vision. Because, I'd much rather be so powerful I have force lightning coming out of my ears. And, when we were doing the 7, Ryan said, oh, and by the way, I might have a couple of boulders floating to show your force emanating. So I was led to believe that I still had the force and that was really strong in me.
Too, because that would have changed the whole story.
Of course. In fact, when I read 8 before 7 came out, I said, what? And I called JJ or Ryan? Somebody said, to say, are you guys aware of this? Have you seen a cut? Is there floating boulders? They said, no, we caught that and we worked it all out.
I haven't spoken to JJ, but I did a film this year too that is not romantic. I think it's wonderful to have relationships that are not romantic. I don't think in films you always need a romantic relationship, and I think friend relationships can be romantic in their gestures, in their intimacy, in all of that. So I think, hopefully, if Ray and Poe get to have some scenes together and stuff, that there will be intimacy. But I think for me, it doesn't have to be romantic.
It's very unexpected. It's a total surprise when about a year ago, it was that long, I had an email from JJ saying, is there a good time to call you? And where should I call you? So I emailed back to such and such a time, and this is the best phone number to get me on. And then he called me straight away and said, we're thinking of bringing back the Emperor. How do you feel? So I controlled myself. I said, well, sounds like a great idea. And I realized my voice had shot up there, and I thought, what would have cost me if I speak like that? And I said, well, that's wonderful. And he said, well, we're thinking about bringing him back because it would be just great to round off those 9 episodes, sort of the way we began in terms of the dark side. So that's when it started, and I'm in the middle of filming now, and I still can't believe it. It's great. Most of my time is spent acting with Adam and with Daisy. Both of whom are tremendous. I really like them as people and terrific as actors. And of course, I've been watching their work over the years, not just in the Star Wars saga. So, like everybody else, suddenly you meet these people who you've only really seen in large form on screen, and to find out they've got senses of humor and have great talent, I really didn't doubt that, in the flesh is great. So we've had, I'm hesitating about using the word fun because it's more complicated than fun, but it's very enjoyable, and it's always the same when you work with good, serious actors. You have an instant rapport, and I think we've got that.
If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.